Hello, you guys. This is the Pretty Coach here, and I'm coming to bring the Pretty Coach Oracle messages. Um, this is like current event energy. I was asking Spirit what was going on in the spirit that is going to be manifested in the physical for the collective of those who are connected to myself, for our highest good and the highest good of others who are connected to even them. Okay? So we got a lot of energy, and I'm going to hop on into this thing, okay? The overall energy from the main deck that we are getting messages from says all tied up. This is the energy oracle deck, and it said, well, you see what it says, all tied up. It says all tied up. And the vibe that I got from this is that right now there could be some blockages for many of us. Okay. When I clarified that card using the Kipper deck, 3 cards came out. It's the main female. So I'm going to just go on record by saying that even though this is supposed to be something more so about what's happening in the world, I mean, I guess this definitely falls into that category. It's still coming across like a love reading in a way, even though it's going to be talking about basically the world of the divine feminines and the divine masculines. Those who are considered twin flame connections to me, soulmate unions, divine partnerships, and stuff like that. This is what I saw. By the time everything was over, this is what I got. So we got the main female, that's probably the divine feminine, or it could be the divine masculine. It just depends on, the energy. But it's the woman in the situation, okay? The next card that came out was the Coffin. And so basically this woman is going to be experiencing an ending of some sort, okay? An ending to me that's going to bring about a change. What I can see is that this all tied up energy, it could be what's getting ready to end. Okay, ways that maybe women issues is something else that's coming up right now. Women's issues and stuff could be coming to an end where women were held back, or where women were, and when I say, and maybe I shouldn't just say women, but I have to, because the divine feminine energy shows up most notably in women. Not saying that it doesn't show up in men, or that men are, it's inappropriate or whatever when it happens for men. I'm just stating, most of the time when you hear about the divine feminine, you are going to automatically associate feminine with woman, okay? But on a large scale, the divine feminine energy has been tied up, right? It's been, to a degree, even demonized. So there's not been certain things that, or I'm not going to say we haven't been able to do things. What I'm trying to say is we've been blocked from doing a lot of things. It's been extremely hard. And so that's what I feel is getting ready to change here. Okay. When we're applying it to the world at large. And the last card that came out is message. You could be seeing a lot of things in the news, that are really regarding how the divine feminine has actually kind of been bound. For those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, you can, you may understand that the reason why some of the things that are going on in this world at large, the no peace, the just so many of the negative, low vibrational things that are happening. Not saying that women don't have that energy, but the divine feminine being reverenced would, I feel, alter a lot of these low vibrational energies. Also, I feel like, to bring it down to a micro level, because I just talked about the macro, there is going to be a lot of the ladies who could be getting ready to end certain things, or like, and whether it's you ending it and you're ending it via some form of communication, be it telephone, be it social media, whatever it is, something major is coming to an end. There's a major transformation that's getting ready to happen, and a lot of people are going to know about it. Or at least the main other person who needs to know is going to know about it. Okay, with the message card here. So, also, like I said, if it's not you guys sending out the message, that message is going to be coming into you. It could even be coming into you through this reading. Okay, but I'm sure I won't be the only way that it's coming. So, moving on to the next overall energies with the Kipper deck. That was the last one that I did, though. No, it wasn't. Second. Okay, so with the Kipper deck, at the bottom of the deck, which I use as the overall energy, we have community here. So it's making me feel like soul tribe energy, a gathering together. Okay, a communing of like minds. I also feel like this is what's going to really begin to assist with progression and forward movement. Okay, people forming their communities, people getting with others, and all of us pulling resources, working together towards a common goal. And what I am literally hearing is that that common goal is going to be our survival. And I'm not saying this to be scary. I'm not saying this to incite fear upon anyone or whatever, but it's just true. The community coming together is going to be for us to endure to the end of the world as we know it, and it may not look like anything super tragic or major, okay, or it may be things that we've already been seeing and hearing and feeling, but you still will have to endure through all of it. And the way that we are going to is by being connected to those who are who have the things that we all need. Like, everybody's going to bring something to the community to thrive. Okay, so that was one thing that I got from community. Bottom of the deck from the encouraging words of Jesus deck, we have, I am with you always, even until the end of the world. And so, what I learned about that scripture and what I learned about that verse is that the end of the world could literally be on a micro level. It could be the ending of a cycle that we've been in, the ending of a relationship, the ending of family ties, the ending of whatever constitutes our world on a micro level. On a macro level, that could very well be talking about the end of doing things the way that we have been, with government structures trickling on down to everybody's community. That's about to be changed. That's about to end. And what's happening is things are being put in place. People are being put in place. Ideas are being put in place for us to come together. Christ consciousness will be here. Even while all this other stuff is going on around us, death, destruction, those who are operating in Christ consciousness, in my opinion, I feel like from what I see, they're going to be thriving. They're going to be thriving. And it's going to be because of love abounding. It's going to be because of everybody working together. Last but not least, from the traditional tarot deck that I pulled from, we have the Three of Cups. So this is an energy for some of reconciliation, of unions, okay? For others, this is about something to celebrate, something to be happy about, excited about. This is about the coming together of family members and friends and enjoying each other's company. And again, that could be spiritually speaking, and that could be in family matters and friendship matters and romantic matters. So let's hop on into the energy. So the first card that came out of the energy oracle deck, we got the anxiety card. And what I got was this is definitely anxiety as far as kind of fear and worry, or bare minimum worrying. But this is also an energy of the anxiety of like you can sense something is going on. Something is happening. You may not be able to put your finger on it, but you can sense it. And as a result of that, it's got you all in your brain, all in your head. Now, when I asked Spirit to help me to clarify that, we got the card of change. So the changes that I feel like a lot of us are getting ready to go through, or that we're already immersed in, and that even this world is going through, it's got people in the energy of anxiety. But most importantly, when I clarified, we have the main male. So this would be the divine masculine energy to me. That is going to be in this energy of feeling like something is getting ready to change. Something is getting ready to happen. I can sense it. I can feel it. And it's got me in my brain. Some of us are trying to work things out, making plans, trying to figure stuff out. Okay? The next card that came out, we have the 6th chakra. And it says Archangel Metatron. So let me go ahead and see what that card is about. If I have not already bookmarked it, we're going to see. Before I move on, though, yeah, look at this. Yes, I'm so excited. So before I move on, I already moved on, but I'm going back to the overall energy of All Tied Up. The bookmark for All Tied Up in the book that I have is the Ace of Cups. For me, this is the pouring out of the Spirit upon all flesh. Okay? But I also feel like this is that energy of love overflowing, and that's something that the Divine Feminine tends to bring. The Spirit, truth, wisdom, utilizing the intuition, utilizing spiritual gifts. That's energy from the Divine Feminine. That's the things that are unseen, but they are felt. Okay? That's beautiful. I just had to say that. Now I'm going to move on to... I have to keep on going. I'm going to read this about the All Tied Up. So it says... This card shows a woman tied up with vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or an agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up is your own personal stuff. Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes now. You needn't live in your self-imposed jail any longer. That could also be the energy for a lot of the Divine Feminines. Like, if this could be something that you're doing to yourself. Moving on, affirmation. I release stuck energy, old habits, and restrictions. My life is opening up. I am free to choose my reality. You better know it. You better hurry up and know it. Okay, here we go. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. Listen, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is the bookmark. I didn't look. I just picked up these cards yesterday. Ace of Pentacles. That is for sure new beginnings that bring security, stability, an increase or an influx in money or properties, material possessions. Woo. Here's what this card stands for. It says, the very powerful Archangel Metatron brings brilliant indigo vibrations to your brow chakra or third eye, which is the center devoted to insight and clear thought. Oh my gosh. When this card appears upright, it indicates a much greater clarity in your thought process and an expanded perspective towards broader horizons. Some new perceptions are taking hold and the clouds of confusion are clearing away. In some ways, this could be a new beginning. For you're on your way to developing a deeper insight about what's going on in your life and why. Now is the time to focus on your personal vision. What do you want your life to look like in the years to come? Create a clear picture of that and support it with your daily thoughts. The insight you need to create a vibrant life is available to you now. Let's see the affirmation. It says, my 6th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. My personal vision guides me and my thoughts are peaceful and clear. So now let's hop into this energy. So when I was asking Spirit to help me to clarify what was going on and to give more details, I got the card of despair from the Kipper deck. There's a male here, so it's quite possible that the Divine Masculine could be in this energy, okay? Or Divine Feminine, it just depends. But I also like to look at stuff as they are on the card. So I would say, I'll just say a male energy could be experiencing the need for clear thought, for personal vision. They could be in an energy of being downtrodden because they don't have it, because they lack it. The Lover's card came up, sudden wealth and expectation. For me, what I saw about this is that it could be clear that a person could be with the wrong person. And because they've been with the wrong person, they've been experiencing this despair. And the clear thought and the new perception could be who they should be coming into a healthy union with. Once they do that, it's looking like sudden wealth and increase could come. And mind you, what do we have? We have the Ace of Pentacles showing up here. If that's not the case, it could be that those who are already in divine union, already in divine connection, could still be experiencing some form of despair because of financial issues. Trying to figure out how to make ends meet, trying to figure out what they need to do to get this money to flowing in their lives so that they can create the type of lifestyle they want. Maybe they have their personal vision, but they haven't been able to clearly create a system that's going to bring that about. That could be coming in. But I'm looking at the despair card and it's looking like there's a man by himself. So, it's quite possible that even if somebody is in union, they could be acting as if they're alone, acting as if they're by themselves, where there could really be a man who is by himself for now. But upon getting the perception or the clarity that's necessary, he could realize who he needs to partner up with. And that don't have to necessarily be a love situation, even though that's what I normally would get for the Lover's card. And it's looking like at the end of this, there's a woman. Look at this. There's a woman alone on this card. And this is who's in expectation. There's a man in despair, but at the end of this, there's a woman it looks like she's sitting, patiently waiting. In between the both of them is the Lovers and the doggone sudden wealth energy. So that's definitely giving me major vibes of a man who's not with whom he needs to be with. And the moment that he understands and gets that clarity and joins with his partner, the wealth is going to come. The increase is going to come. And this is something that the woman or the feminine energy has been expecting. Moving on. Don't want this to be long and drawn out. Last but not least, we have the woman holding heart card, right? Let's go ahead and look at that. If I got it. I don't know if I got that one out. Yeah, I did. All right. Look at this judgment card. That's an awakening to me. That is also a decision that someone has made. Somebody could have made a decision towards this woman, or this woman will have made a decision. And it is the appointed time for this to happen. This cannot be missed. Moving on. Let's see. It says female dealing with family, love, or emotions. It says the woman on this card wears a butterfly in her hair. That deals with change to me and transformation. And holds a lovely large heart in her hands. For a woman, this card upright could be a reflection of your own state of peaceful emotion and receptivity to love, or it might be a message that your family issues are going to resolve. You're an intuitive woman who understands the emotions of life, and you're bringing that awareness to all that you do. This card upright could also indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion. So that sounds like a counselor to me. This is an even-tempered and caring person who resonates with you and your emotions. This could also portend or point to a new love, interest, or friend coming your way. Here's the affirmation. It says, I am emotionally calm and peaceful, and I attract healthy and stable people to me. Ooh, Lord, don't we need that? Don't we desire that? Don't we desire that? Guys, I didn't read the anxiety energy, but this was what the bookmark was, the sun card. And the sun card is about joy and happiness and success. This is also, it represents the self. So this is going to go back to me, to what people have truly desired deep within. If they're being honest with themselves, if they're being their authentic self, then this is what's going to bring them clarity and happiness. This also represents personal power. We already talked about the anxiety card though, so it is what it is. Let's go into the cards clarifying the woman with heart, holding heart. We have the imprisonment energy. We have mature man. We have house. And then we have false person. I feel like there could be a man who is mature, even if he may not be coming across as mature right now, who is in an energy of imprisonment by being in a house with someone who's not for him. And who's not for the person. Basically, both the man and the woman are not for each other. Whoever these people are who could be sharing a home together, cohabitating, they're not for one another. That's the vibe I feel with that. For others of you, this could be an energy of someone that you know being in jail. Somebody may have received a life sentence, or someone could, they could be getting out or being released from prison. And when they get released, they're going to be much older in age with the mature man. Let's go ahead and get some of these. It's not this book. It's this one. What did I bookmark in here that I forgot to look up? Okay, I got false person. Yep. And listen, look at this. The lovers. The lovers. I feel like that's connected to this clarity energy right here. It's connected to whoever needs to get that clear thought, who needs to have a change in perception. This is that same man probably who's in despair because you're not where you're supposed to be. And the lovers card was connected to that from the Kipper deck. I cannot make this up, guys. I just don't know how to do that. I'm not good like that. These energies are connected. Wow. Anyway, let's read false person. It says, in this challenging card, we see a sly and evasive woman hiding her real expression behind her Spanish fan. Let's just keep it pushing. It says this card has the power to turn beneficial cards to their opposite when next to them. Lies and liars, danger and deceit, even far away. It may mean treachery. Don't trust everybody or everything that you see. Even salt looks like sugar. This card warns you against dishonesty and deception. Hold your cards close. Check your motivation and targets. At best, this card stands for a mistake or a faux pas. More often, it indicates deceit or a dishonest person working against you behind the scenes. Close to the significator, it warns of danger and bad luck. When far, it stands for betrayal and or loss. Behind the costumes and masks, you can indeed become someone else, or perhaps this is an opportunity to be what you really are, as opposed to how you normally present yourself, which is the real you. And the question is, which is the real you and which is false? Oh, listen to this, guys. I'm going to go back to the change card with the anxiety and the main male energy because it's telling us some more. It says it's time to go. This card shows a hardworking porter in a flat workman's cap packing up your stylish furniture in a horseless carriage. You're moving from your old townhouse into better digs and you don't plan to come back. It says this could literally be moving with the family room card 21, literally a new apartment, or with a house, card 20, a new house. More abstractly, it may also mean you need to be adaptable. This is a point in time for a change that might manifest itself via a change in location or other social situations such as a career move, relationships with others, or your own outlook may change. This card is usually metaphorical. Circumstances are changing and or a literal relocation or move is coming soon. So yeah, boom, boom. That's that with that. Let's see. Listen, look at the Coffin. Chariot, that's moving forward. Moving forward. So going from being stuck to moving forward. And this card, the Coffin was clarifying the all tied up energy. So like I said, when it on a macro level, this is about the divine feminines. Okay, this is about respect. If you ask me, this is about being allowed to move the way that they're supposed to. This is about reverence, in my opinion. The women being able to move in their power, move in the energy, and it being respected. On a micro level, it could be the same energy as well in these individual relationships and or connections, be it family, be it work, be it a romantic partnership. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'm gonna move on. I was thinking about looking into this. Well, maybe no. I'm hearing to try to do it. So let's look up mature man. Here we go. This can represent mentors, authorities, bosses, guides of all kinds, and executives, as well as important male relatives such as grandfathers, uncles, fathers, stepfathers, fathers-in-law, godfathers, and etc. Close to you, close to you. He offers support. Far away or especially behind you, or with the false person card, he can be a challenging figure. But and the false person is here, but it's like towards the end of this. Okay, it says in opposite sex and same sex affairs both, I use him as the other man. Oh wow. There's a wise person who might become important for you. Respect all persons of authority or any experienced person. For example, your grandfather, father, teacher, chief, etc. You will benefit from their wisdom. He's wise and helpful. He brings good news on the condition that there are no bad cards touching his. But if the question is about an affair, never mind. We don't got to read all that other stuff. That's extra stuff. Let me go get house. House is number 20. Bear with me, you guys. Here's house. It says the significator has arrived at the fine wrought iron gates of an impressive 5-story queen. Okay, nobody cares about that part. This is old. Let's see. Hold on. It says literally, this is a house, home, property, real estate, land dealings, buildings. Abstractly, it represents safety, family, coziness, and security. It is the things that you hold and that hold you. From this arises the idea of long-term investments of resources and or energy. This card shows your family, your neighborhood, house, home, or buildings, or real estate in general, and it also stands for stability and security. This might be a secure and safe job or a job with real estate. The house can also indicate a solid, strong, and steady relationship. This could be an actual house or apartment, home and security, or real estate. And this is a lucky card when near the significator, but in the center of the spread, the people who surround it can be dangerous, and the timing is approximately 6 months. Hmm. Spirit, what are you telling me here? We have imprisonment, mature man, house, and false person. Okay, I also feel like in somebody's situation, there could be someone who might go to jail, and this could be something that this woman who has the hold the heart, the intuitive, the lover, the sweet woman could have known. I feel like this is high priestess energy for me as well. This lady right here is a sweet, kind nurturer, and maybe even has the gift of prophecy. Okay, I feel like there's some energy that's going to go on where someone's going to find themselves in prison, or that someone that they cared about is going to be in prison, possibly the false person. And the mature man is going to be maybe in this house by himself. This could be something that he eventually offers to the intuitive woman. We don't know. Let me move the Lover's energy. Let's move on. I'm going to move on. I'm going to save the encouraging words of Jesus for last, okay? I'm going to move on to the tarot. And remember, we have the reconciliation here. For some, party planning, reception planning, something just exciting, a time to spend with family and friends and people who care, right? That's the energy that came up as the overall energy. Now, with this, we have the main cards that came out. We have the Knight of Swords in the Tower. Baby, let me tell you something. Somebody's stability and security in house will be crumbling and falling down. The Tower can also represent the plans. Oh, God, I heard the plans to overthrow the government. This is reminding me even right now of the Tower of Babel and how it had to come down. The governmental structures that we know, there are plans already in place that are getting ready to be set into action very quickly, that are going to be having things to crumble. That's a macro. On the micro level, maybe the divine masculines are going to be experiencing a crumbling of their own. Maybe they're going to realize that they moved too fast. They made a rash decision and took swift action. Or it could be that with the new perception and perspective and clarity that they receive, they're going to break a house down that is built upon sand or on falsity and deceit. But let's see. We're going to go ahead and ask Spirit to help us to clarify. And then we'll get the encouraging words of Jesus. And then that'll be the end of this reading, you guys. Spirit, please, thank you so much for allowing these cards to help to clarify. Lord, I got to turn it around because it's hard. When I was shuffling for this reading from the Kipper deck, I literally saw... I want to say I either saw great fortune or sudden wealth, but it was something with money and like increase and on one side of the deck, and then I saw poverty on the other one. So what that made me feel like is that there is going to be a transfer of wealth first and foremost, and I've been saying that for a little while now. There will be a transfer of wealth, and that's on a world level. But then even on a micro level between relationships. Oh, I'm hearing ringing in my left ear. Woo, a download is coming. There's going to be like if this is between two men or two women, there will be one woman who will be walking into sudden wealth and great fortune, while another one will be going into poverty. And again, I said that for male or female. Whew, wow. All right, Spirit, thank you so much. Why is the Knight of Swords here? I want to do them individually and then read it together. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy right there. This could deal with something dealing with the mind. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Somebody's hand has been exposed. Someone has been exposed as being controlling and manipulative. Let's see what else is going on here. Somebody's scheme and plot did not work. Spirit, give me more about this. Somebody's plans will be foiled. Quite naturally, maybe even the government's plans on a macro level will be foiled. Whatever they're planning to do, and I'm hearing whatever they're planning to do against the elect will not stand. Hallelujah for that. Thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages. We have the Knave of Swords in the reverse. This is to me an energy of like messages coming in, but they've been rash. I feel like someone is going to get a nasty letter or text message or phone call or something from the person who I feel like is losing. Spirit, please give me some more about this Knight of Swords energy. This is all swords, by the way, so far. All right, here we go. And now Pentacles. And this is the Two of Pentacles, but in the reverse. Somebody is losing their balance. Someone's going to lose their balance. If somebody was juggling more than one person or more than one entity or idea, they're going to be dropping down to one. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. Somebody's going to experience maybe bare minimum a separation, a divorce here. Somebody's going to be cutting off what's no longer serving them. A lot of swords energy. Someone's going to speak with truth, with reason, with logic. Anything more about this? Yes, there is. We have the Six of Wands coming up, but it's in the reverse. Somebody is going to make an enemy or someone's enemy. This is someone's enemy, I feel like, who's being foiled. You're not going to win. They will not have victory. They will not have success. Let's move on to the Tower. Spirit, show us the Tower card. And there they go, showing fast. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So for some people, when this happens, the Ace of Cups is going to be the renewal of love and or spirit, a spiritual connection. For others, this love and or spiritual connection is being taken away. It's leaving. It's finished. There's no renewal and no resurgence of that here. I have the Queen of Cups. I saw it, but it didn't come out. Let's see. We got the Ten of Wands here. Ten of Wands is an energy of responsibility. It's an energy of hard work. Also, it could be somebody doing something by themselves. Someone could be at the end of that, completing that cycle. They could have seen something all the way through to the end for trying to be responsible. Somebody could receive recognition of putting in a lot of hard work here. But I feel like it's more of that ending energy. Something has come to a completion. Spirit, please give me some more. No. Okay, I'm seeing the Three of Wands and the Ten of Cups here. Somebody is going to get what they've been desiring. Somebody is going to get what they expected to come. I'm hearing the expected end. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, and they are to prosper you. I feel like somebody's efforts are going to yield them the results that they always desire with the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is that energy of working and putting in effort and waiting to see the results from that. The Ten of Cups is the energy of wish fulfillment and abundance and receiving what you want in every aspect of your life. That's the happy ending. That's the ideal. And that's what's going to be causing this tower. That's what's causing this to crumble. People are going after what they desire now. But look at this. The goddamn Lover's card and the damn Seven of Swords. So for me, the plan could be, first of all, deception and deceptive communication will be crumbling. And somebody is going to be going into union with who they're meant to. The Seven of Swords can also indicate that somebody is quiet about their plan to unite with someone else. And that could bring the Tower for somebody. And the World card, and it'll be ending a cycle. The signs of Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius are most notable here with this card, the World card, but that's going to be the ending of a cycle, a leveling up, a graduation of sorts for someone. And at the bottom of the deck, I see the Ace of Swords, which is more of that energy of clarity and a new perception from on high that will bring swift action, clear thinking. That's that energy of understanding why things had to happen the way that they did. That's going to be truth. Truth being made very clear in the mind, and therefore it'll be able to be clearly spoken. Somebody's throat chakra is going to be opened. Somebody's eyes, the scales will be removed. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Moving on to last but not least, we have the 3 cards for the encouraging words of Jesus deck. The first said, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Remember, the overall energy of this is that the Most High, that God, that Christ Christ consciousness energy will be with us even until the end of the world. So even through this drama and through these things that are changing, these massive changes, these crumblings of governments and stuff like that, if we remain in the Christ consciousness energy, if you don't know what that is, I urge you to look that up. If we remain in that energy, we're going to be good. We're going to be saved, if you will. It says, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Don't be afraid from what you see. Hell, don't even be afraid for what you don't see. It also says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Last but not least, it says, love one another as I have loved you. Didn't I say Christ consciousness? It's the lovers. It's those who move in the spirit, guys, that are going to be preserved and protected. It's not to say that we don't have war in us and that we're not going to fight for what we care about, but at the end of everything, and at the beginning and the end of everything is love. Loving yourself first, and then being able to love other people the way that you love you. That's been the reading, you guys. I hope and pray that it resonates with you all. Please comment below and let me know exactly how, okay? If you'd like to work with me by ordering a private or personal reading and stuff like that, then you can hit me up at the prettycoachoracles.com, or rather I should say prettycoachoracles.com. That'll be in the description box below anyway. And for those, I'm offering spiritual coaching, you guys, and I also offer creative coaching. If that's something that you'd be interested in, then you can go to theprettycoach.com. It has been my pleasure to serve you guys this way. We thank Spirit for giving us these beautiful messages. Peace, love, light, and darkness, which works together to bring balance and harmony first within ourselves and then within our world. Bye, you guys.